following game session contains scenes of intense horror, graphic violence, adult themes, and other content that may not be suitable for all audiences. Probably a lot of audiences. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Ladies and gentlemen of the worldwide AOL Internet, we're live on Myth Brigade this fine Monday. It's Monday, right? Why can't I hear you, Tara?
Yes.
I can hear you now. I thought I couldn't hear you.
You thought you went deaf? Yes,
we were verifying our pre-stream, which is very important around here to us, making sure we're streaming in advance. But yeah,
as a nurse, I recommend a urologist for your streaming issues. That's
it's a split right down the middle, right? 45 degrees.
PSA, right?
It's a growing problem.
It's a twofer.
Yeah.
BOGO.
Wow. Who knew? That's the horror story today. We're gonna just let Tara talk about urology while we all cringe in
impress
horror.
The ladies.
Yeah.
It's less than 45 degrees. They'll call it acute.
Bum.
Oh. Hey, Mike. What's going on?
Not a whole lot, man. Living life. Got a new car. And yeah.
Wait, you led with the water balloons?
Yeah. Well, I was working up to it. The water balloons are really cool too. They have reusable water balloons on Amazon. You guys check those out. Kids are having lots of fun with those. Yeah. And then I got a Model X Plaid, and I've not killed myself in it yet, but it's probably going to happen. That thing is.
I don't know what that is.
It's a rocket ship, basically.
Did you ever see the movie Spaceballs, Tara?
Yeah.
Oh, so many moons ago.
He bought the spaceship from Spaceballs, basically.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
It does go plaid. So, yeah. Otherwise, just work and personal projects.
Excellent. Well, we're glad you're here. Looking forward also to your reprisal of Nate and the Curse of the Black Ridge Mine, which is coming up here as soon as sometime this month, perhaps on a Monday, not too far away. How about Steve? Steve, what's going on?
Hi. Doing great. My character is very short-lived today, I'm assuming, and I'm excited to play. My life is... Let's just focus on this. It's probably fine.
If we only focus on this, my life is great too.
There you go.
Spirit.
Well, that's a good segue, Tara. How are you? You look lovely. You're in good spirits.
I am overcompensating for being enraged, so it's okay.
This is good.
All of my patients are dying, and one of my coworkers is an asshat. But other than that, and my dumb dog got sprayed by a skunk again.
Oh no! So you bathe the dog in tomato sauce or whatever? Is that how that goes?
Dawn dish soap did a better job, but
marinara.
He took in so much of it from this baby skunk that he was lethargic all weekend. He was poisoned.
Nice.
Dumbass.
That is
fourth this many guys.
Yeah, that's one creature I'm glad we don't have in Florida. There are some people that might, be close. Speaking of which, Jordan, how's Jordan doing?
I'm smelly. Smelly cat. Let's see. What am I doing? Nothing. I think I'm watching a lot of anime lately. Okay, if I'm gonna pick something, sometimes I'll go through these little waves where it's just like no anime, bloop. But I feel like right now I'm on like a bloop situation, consuming a lot of Japanese cartoons. I love it. Honestly.
When you're walking around your house, everything you say is incredulous? It's like, oh, hi, honey, I'm home. Huh? Like.
No, I should start doing that though.
Those little jagged speech bubbles.
Yeah. No, that's
I should start doing that though.
And you have to look from right to left.
So tonight,
I'm not doing that either.
So tonight we're here to finish up. I think we'll see. Jordan suggested that he might belabor this issue, but we're here to finish up number one of our horror short series, which is called Horror Shorts. No, I'm wearing shorts. I'm wearing horror shorts right now.
Mine are a little short too.
with Savage Worlds
This would be the
Hotel
1.5 inch
96.
inseams.
You guys ready to do this? You guys ready to? You guys ready to die?
Yep.
Cold that
Look
day,
at
you
Steve.
guys.
Steve, we just lost your
You
video,
okay?
dude. Were you laughing
We
so
lost
hard?
Steve.
Oh, there he is. Wait, there.
What's happening?
You're blipping in and out of reality.
Oh, I fucking.
That's because it's a simulation.
Yeah, you're glitching the matrix there. All right.
Well, somebody needs to do some debugging here.
Okay. So when last we gathered, the party had decided that they needed to gather the ingredients for the counter spell. Apparently something was summoned here long ago that has these poor people on repeat, burning alive there on the day that prohibition ended. A pinch of arsenic, cremated human remains, and the tail of a rat, which is ironically the hardest thing to come by just now. Yes.
Can I interrupt
Of course.
for a second to tell you something that I learned about arsenic today?
Yeah, you should do it.
I'm listening.
So a lot of people are aware that arsenic slash rat poison is related to the drug Coumadin, which is a blood thinner.
Okay.
They are the same drug, just therapeutic dosing and sterile manufacturing for the blood thinner. Anyway, I knew that the blood thinner came from the rat poison, but I didn't know where the rat poison came from. And apparently in the 1920s, there was a rash of cattle that were dying, bleeding to death internally after eating moldy hay. And they isolated a compound that turned into a massive blood thinner that grew on the moldy hay. And they isolated it, made it rat poison, and isolated it again, and tweaked it and made it into Coumadin for
Wow.
medical use. All because some cows bled to death, which is a great horror scenario. Thank you very much.
It's
All right,
amazing.
I like how the heart of that story was, hey, a bunch of things died from this. What if we isolate this so we can kill a bunch
Yes.
of other things
Yeah.
with
Dude.
whatever that was?
So
And actually,
one of the classes of drug I work with is derived from thalidomide, which is that drug
Oh, yeah.
that in the 60s they
They
gave
call
women a
him
year
Flipper.
for morning sickness.
Yeah.
And their babies were born without heads and without limbs and body parts and died. And so they took it off the market, but then
You're there.
they figured out why, they're like, well, we put a lot of money into R&D for this thing, so let's figure out what's wrong with it. So they figured out how it works. It attacks rapidly dividing cells, and they said, hey, you know what divides rapidly that we don't want to? Cancer cells. And so then they figured out that multiple myeloma responds really well to this drug, and now I poison people all the time
Nice.
for $2,000 a pill.
That's amazing. $2,000 uphill.
Poisoning the people and the wallets.
Yes, exactly. Boy, yeah.
and just to add a tiny little point, the reason that the Coumadin became a lethal poison is because there was this guy named Nicholas, and no one liked him. That's why they called him Arsenic. And they were like, that Arsenic, he's just.
I like that.
He
I
has
like
to
that.
go, right? See,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to participate. I'm a good person.
Thank you.
Doing a great job,
That
Steve.
addition.
Don't encourage that.
So when last we were together,
Okay, sorry. I'm done.
you intervened in a seance, creating mass chaos as something overtook the Swami, as it were, and of course Dylan secreted away a handful of ash from the corpse of the woman's husband there. You have it in your pocket. You have rat poison, you believe, in the wine bottle. You're missing a rat tail. But as we ended last time, if you'll recall, you were standing in Anders' room, which is the walls of which are just completely covered in these weird scrawlings. You've pushed aside the bed and this rug, and you're staring down into this trapdoor, which yawns in front of you. Kind of hot air, which you would expect it to be a little cooler if it's a basement, to be honest. And the stench of kind of like rotten meat is wafting up. So we find ourselves here in this room, which, if you look at the map, assuming you can see it, is where'd it go? Yeah, got to get this stream situated. Yep, is in S2.
More stream problems.
Yeah, no, it's the current stream. So, Taylor, tell me what's going on with you. You're standing here looking into this open door, and obviously you had just faced these phantasm wolf creatures. You saw the Swami's eyes go black as he started talking in sort of some kind of dark demonic tongue. How are you feeling as you stare into this hole?
How am I feeling? I'm feeling conflicted, I think. Still trying to go between what I believe is reality and these things that keep going on and trying to explain them. I think I'm just kind of in my own thoughts, trying to evaluate my own hypothesis yet again around, okay, this is a simulation, right? Like I was very convinced, and I've wavered a couple of times. And I'm debating that truth once again.
Got it. So you're there. Who opened? Remind me. I don't remember who opened the trapdoor. Was that Dylan?
Probably.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's Dylan thinking as you look down? The first thing you notice is that actually give me a notice check. Let's roll some dice real quick. Let me see what all you might notice based on the proximity here. Oh, wow. Nice. So the usually not so perceptive Dylan is all over it. Your heightened senses, the adrenaline, kind of blood pumping in your temples. Couple things. The smell. And then there's this sort of low mumbling.
You guys hear that?
Can you almost hear like a whisper, the rest of you? But Dylan, for whatever reason, is the one that really makes it out. There's a slight glow as well. As you look down, so it's dark, you notice, with that notice check as well, you notice that there is a ladder, but it's been cast aside. And it's a good 10-foot drop.
There's a ladder, but I can't reach it, you guys. Do you hear
Wait.
that?
Is the ladder up here or is the ladder
Down.
down in the hole?
It's down the hole.
Look
Oh,
over
okay.
and I point like over off to the side.
Hmm.
Is it like leaning up against the wall here or on the flat on
It's
the ground?
flat on the ground, and you can see just a couple rungs of it, so it's like it fell away. It kind of just stand
Yeah.
up like this and fell that way.
Is there anything in this room that could be like tossed and used like a hook or rope and a hook or something?
So looking
Or a
around,
reader?
there's the bed. You could rip it apart probably and make some kind of improvised grappling hook if you wanted to. If you hung by the edge of the trapdoor, you'd probably be all right as well. It's only 10 feet. So, I mean, you're athletic. Although...
Probably.
Yeah. Who had the injury, and remind me what it was? It was Taylor. It was
Her whole face.
yeah, her face.
My Taylor's
Yeah.
face is messed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Do you guys hear that? Do you hear that chanting? I think it's chanting. Do you guys hear that?
Give me notice checks, guys. Okay. So yeah, all of you listen. It's very faint. Repetitive, rhythmic, obviously chanting. It just keeps going, and it's so faint. It's almost like you're hallucinating, but it's a shared hallucination. If so,
Yeah, I hear that.
This has got to be one of those records that you're supposed to play on 45, but you put it on 33. I'm almost positive that's what's happening here, Dylan. I got a really advanced collection of records, as you've seen.
And then you hear,
Oh yeah, that's Tiny Tim. I know that one.
Yeah.
It says, this God is dead?
yeah, exactly.
Stop it.
It's Nietzsche.
Jesus.
What do you do?
Well, one of us is going to have to jump down if we want to get that ladder and set it back up.
There was also the freight elevator. Just to remind you, around the corner. Maybe it's serviceable. You don't know.
Yeah, we don't know for sure that these two things are connected, though, right? Like we know there's a hole
you
here.
don't.
We know there's an
You
elevator
have-
there.
Yeah, exactly right.
I mean, I'm willing to jump down in this hole if I like. Are we all just going to go down here and look for rats? Is that what we're doing?
I'm going to take out my camera, and I'm going to say to the group, let me shine a little light on the situation before we jump down that hole, maybe. And what I want to try to do, Jason, is basically I'm taking like nothing photos just to have the flash shoot down the hole.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
guy's seen horror movies. He knows
Yeah,
what's
it's
up.
a digital camera, right?
Yeah, it's a Canon Power Shot. I don't
Yeah.
have an exact model number, but I wrote that down.
So you're flash. You're kind of looking down into the hole.
Yeah, I'm trying to see, is there anything noticeable as these brief flashes of very bright light kind of shine down that hole?
So, not exactly. Although, like I said, there's a very dim green glow. As you're like slide, and you're like, oh wow! Now that there was this white light, and now you're sure of it. The one thing you do see though is it's like a chalk outline right there on the ground. It's a fairly thick, and it's like an arc. It's a very lazy arc though, so part of it may be a really big circle.
Does it give me a sense of like depth of hole and ladder? Like, can I see the end of the ladder when I flash, or is it like ladder just keeps going down?
No,
said hole?
so what you see is basically it's a ladder was between the floor and here. The floor's about 10, 11 feet down, something like that, right? 12 at the most. There was a ladder there, but it looks like it has been pulled aside or it fell or something, and it's now laying flat on the floor. And if you're looking down into this square, you can see just a couple rungs of it. So obviously it stretches off to the, say, east, if you're looking at it, thinking of it as a map. I did not choose
I'm
this
willing
song.
to go down there.
Oh, I was like,
I had so many
like,
questions,
oh
Jason.
my
I was
God.
like, this is maybe the creepiest soundtrack
I love
that
it.
you've chosen so far.
You're welcome.
I was excited about the ice cream, man. I was like, I'll be right back, you guys. I need $1. Okay.
All right, so what are we doing, Dylan?
I guess I'm gonna go down. How heavy is this bed?
It's sort of an old school metal frame. Not massively heavy. It's kind of like aluminum or something of that sort, or maybe just real thin steel piping.
If I take the sheets off and tie them together, is there something that I can anchor, tie them off to?
Yeah, you
The
could.
three of us.
Yep. No, go ahead. Yeah.
See, the three of us can probably hold you as you go down, and that way we have complete control of it.
I just want there to be another way to get in and out. What if the ladder is corroded or whatever? I don't know.
What if we throw the mattress down and you jump?
No. I like that.
It works in movies.
Yeah.
Taylor, notice check, please.
What could go wrong?
Okay.
Yeah, let's throw the mattress down.
Oh no.
Wild die saves you. I don't know what happened. Oh, because you're fatigued. That's right. Okay, I'll come back to you in a second. So you're gonna squish and the mattress is kind of like a lumpy. It's not, it's got springs and stuff, but it's very, very kind of primitive. So you're able to between all of you, you're able to kind of squish it down into this hole and
Andrew's
drop
gonna be
it.
so mad.
Yeah, so you and the mattress kind of unfurls and it bounces as one would, right? It kind of hits at it at an angle and it lands kind of where you want it to, close enough that you could pad your fall, if that's even necessary.
All right, I'm just going to take the sheets off the bed and tie them together and tie them to the bed and then like position the bed over the hole.
Okay.
And I'm going to ease myself down.
Yeah, because the bed
yeah.
absolutely won't go in the hole. Yeah, so you kind of figure that out.
That's another it's another means of egress later if we need it. So
quick athletics check, please.
Do I get like a bonus for thinking of that?
Yeah, I would give you for that probably +2 for having done such a wonderful idea, but you crit fail. So
can I use a Benny?
you can't when you crit fail,
No,
sadly.
crit fail.
Yeah. So what happens is you
failed. I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
So
Good run, Dylan.
you thought you had this knot sorted, and you guys are there waiting. Just as this happens, it's almost as if it's a cause. Taylor, you're flipping through the nothing photos and kind of like deleting. It's part of your OCD. And there's one where there's a what looks like a man standing at the bottom, looking up at you through the hole. Right then, the knot comes loose, and Dylan just the sheets and everything go down. You fall. I'm gonna need let's do
I'm gonna need
vigor
therapy.
check. Let's
That's
do a
what I'm-
vigor. let's do a vigor check and see.
Ooh, me?
Yeah,
There's a
I don't
mattress
even know
down
how
there.
to do a vigor. Oh, there it is.
yeah. It's just a button. No crit fails.
It wants me to put stuff in here.
Bye, Dylan.
It does.
Whisper roll the GM versus 0 steps boosted / lowered from base.
No, just if you hit the what was it, guys, on the?
Is the die?
Yeah, I
Vigor.
think so.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Sounds
think it's
good.
if you hit the label. There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, no,
Nice.
that was me. Just hit the
you.
label on the left where
No,
it
that's
says.
what I did, and it brought up. Okay.
Yeah.
There's
What
different-
happened?
Nice.
What happened, Tara, was that you accidentally hit the little settings symbol at the bottom right corner. That must have.
I was
it-
clicking on the word vigor. So hold on. I clicked too far left. I hit the die. All right.
So
I got it figured out. So am I good?
yeah, you hit and you use a wrestling move and you roll and you come to your feet. The rest of you obviously don't see this. What you see is Dylan rolls out of sight, right? Just kind of and down. You guys are like running in to see what's happening. Dylan, you kind of recover and you look. You see that you are in a very large, round stone room. In the center of the majority of the room is dominated by this big chalk circle, looking remarkably like the one that you found in the previous episode. Seated in an awkwardly kind of like balanced pose is what would appear to be Anders from before, but he's different. He's drawn and like smoldering from the eye sockets of his skull are flames as he chants. And there, at the point of point of the triangle, there are these small stone bowls. Give me a smarts check.
That's gonna go real well.
Yeah, no. So you're like, hey, I could put some cereal in there. But so, how do you react to this?
Poorly. I want to figure out whether he's trying to do something evil or the opposite of evil. So I want to like. I think I'm gonna try and like dredge up some bravado and kind of fake it till I make it here and kind of shout, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Okay, you
And
do.
try to approach him and intimidate him.
I almost did turn it off. Yep.
Above, I want to inform those that are with me about the guy in the photo.
Okay.
While that stuff is happening, just kind of like guys, I'm not sure that Dylan is alone. And I show the photo.
You're showing
I
it
don't know
around.
if we would have. Yeah, I wouldn't know if we would hear Dylan's commentary.
I think you do. I think because you're right there at the hole, and it's this sort of stone room, so it reverberates a good bit. So, Dylan, what you see is this form just sort of pivots. He had been facing slightly away from you, but there in his he's sitting sort of crisscross, right? He just sort of pivots as if hovering.
Have you come to offer your blood?
For what purpose?
Oh, for the ritual, of course.
What ritual?
So you give me a persuasion roll. Let's see how that works out for you. Oh, wow. Okay.
Nailed it.
You
To
were saying
bring our dark father Zezbeth forth from Hades.
And as he says that, separating from his incorporeal ghostly form is that tortured physical presence. So picture a shadowy, normal-looking Anders remaining behind as this thing stands up and begins walking towards you. And his steps are kind of that weird, jerky, too fast movement sort of thing as he starts to engage you. Give me a fear check, please, which is a spirit roll. Nice, you're holding it together. How? Tell me how this is okay with you.
stupidity. Flat out ignorance.
I'm too dumb to be scared.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrestle you.
There's nothing left to lose at this point. Dylan's already figured out that they're probably all going to die. We're just going to go down fighting.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get down into a crouch and be ready to. I want to kind of take him out at his knees.
Okay. So, God, roll 20. Come on now. There we go. Scoot over. The bars in the browser are so small I can't get them. You guys should be able to see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I can.
Yep.
So Dylan is going to be over here.
There.
I can't draw. I'm not drawing a mattress. If anybody wants to draw a mattress on the map, feel free. So you were there. This thing is kind of lurching toward you. And go ahead.
What's in the bowl that's to my right?
The bowl that is to your right is, as you look in it, kind of sitting in there in a pool of kind of like congealed blood, complete with the optic nerve still attached, is a human eye.
Okay. I'm gonna kick it out of the way.
Okay, so you're gonna do some initiative. So this is gonna be one round. Let's see who acts first. Let me recall all the initiative that's out there. Add a turn for you. Wow.
Is that the mattress? That orange box?
Oh no.
That's way across the room, dude. What are you doing? It should be right under the hole. You didn't fling the mattress across the ritual
Mattress
chamber.
go down the hole.
Yeah, the mattress. It's a mimic.
Yeah. That explains everything.
Yeah. All right. So we got the two of you. We're gonna do initiative. Let's see who acts first. Ooh. Sadly, the bad guy acts first. Realizing.
Of course he does.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't do it. Realizing apparently that you are going to disturb this thing. It rushes forward toward you. And when I say it, it's like heat kind of coming toward you. It says, as it swats at you with his fisticuffs. Let me pop Anders out here so I have him. What is your parry, Dylan? Oh, damn.
7.
Okay. So that's going to be a no. So you are.
Shit.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. So he's going to do some bonus damage. You
It
also
was nice knowing you all.
We already closed the door and moved on.
ignore this
Sorry.
attack roll. I just that was a fighting roll, but I got to roll the damage, and they're
the door
together.
opened when you left. It's weird.
0. Oh shit.
Yeah,
you're dead.
just
That's
ignore
weird.
this. I'm rolling damage now, so sorry. Come back.
It's a good thing we're not children.
Let's see. Whoa. Okay. So what is your toughness, Dylan?
I hate you.
Is it?
6.
Okay. 6. So yeah, that is going to shake you, and I need to roll bonus damage as well, which would have happened naturally.
Nice.
Yeah. Ooh, damn. Okay, so let's roll it again. Yeah, okay. So what's going to happen is this thing you're reaching for the stone bowl. He grabs you
with my foot.
Yeah, or kicking at it with your foot. Fair enough. He grabs you by your arm and twists it and literally hurls you all the way across the room into the stone wall. You are going to be shaken and you will take 1 wound. Now you can attempt to soak if you would like. But I think that's going to be, I will explain on your turn next time, I think, because you hit and are just completely just like, you're bleeding from your head as your head now has hit the wall.
So I have a problem with roll 20, which is obvious, but like I can't see any of the numbers in this section.
Do you have dark mode on?
I don't think so. Like it's just not big enough for the things. Let me change the size of my window.
You can probably zoom in the browser. I don't know if you're on a Mac, but it would be Command plus if so.
Where did it go? Hold on. I'm sorry. Okay. Why does it say I have 4 wounds?
No, you should not have 4 wounds. You should have 1.
Okay.
And you are shaken. So you can spend bennies, but given what's going on, I'm gonna say on your next turn you can recover an act. But for now,
remind me what soak is?
Yeah. So anytime, basically, you can spend a benny and attempt to soak the wound. You make a soak roll, which there's a button on your character sheet, sort of toward the top right.
Yeah, I see it there under fatigue. Yeah.
If you're successful, then you sop up the wound. You can do that for up to 1 wound. If you get a raise, then you can actually sop up to 2 wounds, and so on.
Okay. Right.
And just remind everyone, you can take 3 wounds until you are out, like incapacitated and messed up. So Dylan, you basically what happened? You feel yourself flying through the air. Skull impacts with stone wall. Yes. And down you go. I'm assuming you would hear kind of a scuffle, guys, and sort of like and like wet, like flesh hitting stone. What do you do? Let's say Billy.
Yeah, Billy's obviously going to call down. And Dylan, are you okay?
For the moment, you get no answer. In that moment right there, it's just seconds after that. You're like, Billy, you okay? You hear
nothing.
And then in Dylan's voice, yeah, I'm all right, man. Come on down.
I kind of look to the rest of the group.
Give me a smarts check, all of you.
Yeah.
Billy, it's not him.
I clicked the wrong button.
Alex, not him. Taylor, not him. No, this is definitely not him. He doesn't call you man. It's not his style.
I'm a chick.
Yeah.
He says, "Hey, yo, bitch."
Yo, girl. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, we hear that, and I sort of like look to the group. We all kind of have this moment where we look at each other, and like, we know that's not him.
What do you do about it?
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it?
I mean, we got to save him, right? I mean, this has got to be to complete the mission. Like that's how you get the trophy.
Hey, Dylan, can you put the ladder up here? Because it's totally you.
Good thinking.
You hear the sound of like a step, and then kind of like a dragged foot. And you see the ladder, because remember, you can only see a couple of the rungs because of the angle you're at. You see it pull backward.
No, wrong direction, Dylan. Wrong.
And then you hear, just picture if you can, a wooden ladder just being ripped apart. Rungs, wood.
Oh my God.
Let's get to the heart of the problem, shall we?
And then the steps are walking away. What are the
We don't
three?
have what we need to stop the ritual.
You
We still
don't?
need a rat tail.
Well, you do. And not an 80s rat tail either. It's like an actual rat
Right.
tail.
Yeah, it was like quick. I go to the service elevator really quick.
You bail and you run toward the service elevator.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
What are the
I'm
other
gonna,
two?
I'm gonna
do?
go check this to see if this is another way down. I don't want to go in the hole, you guys.
Okay. So you're going to run off. What do you do, Taylor?
I'm trying to figure out a way to get down there because I think this is important to the mission.
So I love this level of the game that you're in. You again, it's 10 to 12 feet. If you're hanging, it's droppable. Just probably shouldn't try to make a rope.
Yeah.
And getting back out is going to be the hard part.
Yeah, that's an issue. Yeah. So you're hesitating. Your hands are shaking. You're feeling like waves of panic hit you. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I'm conflicted again, but I think I'm gonna go for it. I think
Okay.
I'm jumping down.
Okay, you stow your camera real quick as a free action, I'm assuming. And yeah, let's have that athletics check, please.
Yeah, I have that same kind of like apprehension, like a girl doing a viral cold plunge challenge into like an ice bath or something, you know, like I don't know, there's that whole trend of videos where people were throwing ice on their heads or jumping into really cold pools. It's that same thing where you know it's about to be terrible, but I'm doing it anyway for the gram.
Yeah, for the gram.
The ALS.
Let's do it.
Right.
Yes.
That was my thought. I was like,
Let's take a
The ice
selfie.
bucket challenge, yeah.
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 All right, what am I rolling? Jason?
Athletics, please.
Athletics. Don't get caught up with the...
Whoa.
Oh, God.
Okay.
You die.
Narrowly. No, you're okay with that.
I hit my head on every side.
Yeah. So you hang down.
Bones, bones,
And
bones.
you're kind of swinging there, and one hand kind of slips loose, and you nearly fall, but you're able to kind of just dangle. And actually, as it happens, dangling one arm puts you even closer to the ground by a few inches, and yeah, you drop without event onto the mattress, which was there, just the edge of it. What you see is very troubling, Taylor. So this physical representation of Anders, this like demonic husk of a creature, is now walking toward Dylan, kind of slow and sketchy as it does, but it's got in its hand one of the broken rungs of the ladder, and it appears as if it's going to impale Dylan.
On a quick look around, am I seeing anything in this chalk circle? Like, are there any besides like chalk drawings? Are there any elements? I don't know, like burning sage or like ingredients that are kind of
Give me a notice
waiting
check.
to be kicked.
Give me
I don't
a
know.
notice check in the moment.
Okay, in the moment,
Yes.
what I am noticing is exactly the following.
Oh, that's a double
Absolutely
knot. So
nothing.
you are overcome. You're thinking, oh my God, there's got to be a secret in here, but you're overcome with the stress of the situation, and you're just oblivious. What do you do? Given
I
that,
think I'm gonna run at Anders. Honestly,
Okay.
like that just seems like what I would do would be like, not my dealer.
okay. So you run up, and you're going to try to what? Push or pummel or do
Push.
some?
It's,
Okay.
it's gonna be a push.
Okay. Let's have a fighting check, please.
Or maybe it's even better. Maybe it's like when this small girl goes up to the really big guy and is like, leave my boyfriend alone.
He's not that big. You could cause some damage if you came in and were like trying to really fight. And I have to think
Yeah.
Taylor's got a little streetwise to her, you know. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's have that roll. Fighting check, please.
Okay, fighting check. We are about to fight as soon as I finish reloading my character sheet. I can't wait. But I never have used this roll, actually. What am I looking for here? Fight. Unskilled. Oh, I'm done. Haha.
Ooh.
Wow.
Damn.
Taylor.
Okay. So
you pull your gun
this
out.
this awkward husk. As you push, there's something strange about it. And you kind of shove him forward, and he actually falls forward next to Dylan on that rung, and it actually pierces his abdomen. You're just like, no! And he stumbles forward, An actual, you see the rung come out the back. Let's have a D6 damage roll, please.
Roll for sand. Am I conscious enough to see this?
So you're just coming to. I'm going to need that soak roll, please. Could have done it in the moment, but we'll just do it now. Roll for splinters, yeah. Hey, Thorg, taking the opportunity to say hi. Okay, so that's a no. So you do have a wound. You're actually you're just kind of head is bleeding. You don't know how bad it is, but there's a big gash on your.
I'm pretty sure I have a concussion.
Yeah, concussed.
Wasn't you first?
Yeah, so not doing apparently a ton of damage.
Be my last.
As this visage of Anders kind of rolls and just that will buy you a round. Billy, what are you doing?
So we're trying to come up with a plan, and Alex goes out the door, and Taylor goes down the hole.
Bye! Mario style.
Yeah, right. Damn it. So Billy has to make this decision. Like, does she go and try to help Alex complete the ritual, or does she go down there where she can hear that there's actually some confrontation? And I think Billy is more of a direct person, so she's going to shit and then try to grab onto the edge of the ledge and drop down to help those two.
Okay, let's have that athletics check, please. Oh, you gonna let that stand? You're gonna spend a Benny. You got 3 of them. Everybody topped off your bennies.
Spend a Benny.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't let me play it, but I'll spend it. And
I got a lot more than 3 bennies, just saying.
Okay, just barely. You sort of hit the ground as well and kind of stumble a little bit on the mattress because it's kind of uneven turf there. But yeah, you see what's going on. You land. Taylor is upright, having just pushed Anders down next to Dylan, who's there holding his head and kind of trying to shake it off. What do you do?
I think I'll do what the other two did, which is like take a quick look around the room, right? I know there's a ritual that we're trying to gather, and maybe there's some pieces. I also did notice the glyphs upstairs, and so
Yep.
I think she would take a look.
Okay, give me that notice check. It's going to be, given the moment, I'm going to hit you with a -2 because you just got it down here. It's kind of dim and scary.
So it'd be a 7 and a 5.
Yeah, got it. Okay, so yeah, you look around. There are 3 vessels, and when I say very dim glow, think of those snappy glow stick things. About half that amount of luminance. Very, very little light. But you're landed pretty much right there. You glance in the bowl. There is, in fact, an eyeball in there and some sludge, and it's kind of bubbling. There are 2 others, which give me a smarts check, please. Okay. Yeah, you're just looking and you're kind of like, I know there were 2 other things, but in the moment you don't remember exactly.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that again. Yeah, but I do remember that the eyeball was one of the other ingredients. We did have the other ingredient list.
Yep. Yeah, there were 2 sets of ingredients, one for the summoning and one for the banishment, basically.
Right.
Right.
Eyeball was on summoning list, right?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to take the eyeball out and stomp it flat. That's what I'd like to do.
Yum. Okay, so I think you're like, that's like a horror movie kind of reaction, right? You reach down and grab it. I'm going to say though that'll be your next turn, and we're going to get in some initiative. So totally. I'm going to deal some cards here. Damn it, I got to do that over here. Recall all cards.
Calling all cards.
Yeah, here it is again. Oh,
I am the queen.
Ooh-boo-ba-joob.
Dancing queen.
Oh.
All right. So Billy, you happen to act first. Interestingly enough, let me make sure there's no jokers on the table. Yeah, okay. So Anders will act last, which actually is thematically appropriate. You reach down into this bowl with your bare hand and grab the eye. Okay.
Yeah.
It's still cold.
Nice.
It's from having been frozen, right? It's
Yeah.
you pick it up and you're just like, oh, it's kind
Better
of
than a
crispy.
warm eyeball.
Yeah.
That's kind of it, right? The only thing worse than a cold toilet seat is a warm toilet seat. It's kind of the same situation. Like,
Yeah.
I'm happy it's cold.
Nice. So you put it down. There's no real roll necessary. You put it down and you crunch it under your shoe. What kind of shoes does Billy wear, by the way? For the camera.
They're Converse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
they're lace-up cons.
lace up, kind of dirty at this point from all the, you know.
Oh, definitely. From the trekking through the desert to everything else we've done.
So this frosty eyeball, partially thawed human eye, squishes. The luminance in that does go out. Anders doesn't react in any way.
Okay. Yeah, I think that'll.
You gonna stay where you
it.
are? Okay, you stay where you
Yeah.
are. Got it. Up next is Dylan. So Dylan, you're kind of there, holding your head. Oh God! And you shake it off, and you realize Anders is laying right next to you. Taylor, having just pushed him, he's got this the rung in his gut. What do you do?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Taylor, did you do that?
Did I do that?
Did I do that? Shit. You're like.
I'm gonna crawl over to the chalk circle thing and rub out some of the lines.
Okay.
Like,
So you go over there and you start kind of like how do you do, just with your bare hands? Like how do you try to?
I mean, wear jeans or something, so I'm probably just gonna like use my knee and kind of rub them out, or use the hem of my shirt.
So you try, and it seems like you should be able to. Like by all accounts, there's no way that this could be that impervious, but it's not coming off. It's like you rub it and rub it. It's almost like in a bad dream where you should be able to commit some physical act, but you're just not able to. By the way, hi Paul, welcome from Australia. That's pretty cool. Glad you're here. Anything else? So you kind of move over there and attempt to break the symbol.
Yes, I do try to break the symbol. Am I allowed to try something else?
I would say yes, given it's right there where you, more or less where you landed. You didn't have to crawl far. It's almost just kind of like you sort of like, I would treat that as a free action.
Do I see any rats around here?
No, sadly not. If there were any, they would have been alarmed by what's been going on.
What else can I do down
That makes
here?
sense.
So the ghosty Anders is still
Yes.
hanging over there.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go to the next nearest bowl. I
Okay.
guess. Do I, as I approach it, do I see any other objects?
So you move over, I suppose, to this one here, to the south, and you guys could move your people around if you want. It's actually, as you look in there, it doesn't look like there's anything in there at first, but then you notice this like little filament. It's a cat whisker.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do the same thing I did the last one. Try and kick it outside the circle.
Okay. So
And upset it.
you're trying to kick the bowl. The bowl is pretty heavy. It's heavy, like
Dylan, the
heavy.
wrestler, is kicking
But-
a cat whisker.
No, the
Very
bowl,
precisely.
right? Yeah. So go ahead and give me a strength
Well,
check.
how big is the bowl?
It's a good, like some ceremonial thing. It's
well,
pretty
I
heavy.
didn't realize it was that big. Okay, then I mean that's a pretty big bowl for a little cat whisker.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna then
You got them
try
on
and-
sale.
I'm gonna try and overturn it. I don't have to kick it.
Yeah, give me a strength check on that one.
Can't I use athletics?
Yeah, if you want, that's fine. Because you're a lifter.
Use your legs.
Oh, I have to roll it on shake.
Yeah,
Okay.
you should. You can fix your. You go ahead and make yourself unshaken, please.
Okay. So do I have to re-roll now? What do I have to do?
Yeah, hit reroll. Should be fine. That's pretty cool that they added that in there. Yeah, so you grab it and just like and turn it on its side, and it actually falls on its side, and you notice a crack appears Give me a smarts check. You need this bowl. You need this bowl desperately if you're gonna do this ritual thing. And you're like, oh, like, oh shit. But yeah, the whisker just kind of falls out and the glowing stops.
Okay, good. I like that.
I love this scene of like you running over and like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
this
just-
little tiny whisker.
yeah, exactly.
Like you can't move it, but he exhales and it goes.
Right.
So we will. So Alex is still. Taylor, you would be up next. So what are you doing?
Okay. I'm trying to think. I'm really torn on this because I'm trying not to meta it. Because I know what I should be doing, but I'm also trying to say what would I be doing in the moment.
WWTD.
I think I would attack Anders again.
Okay. How so? Like you're just now to remind you, there's the debris from the ladder. So there are a bunch of rungs. There's like things that you could use as a club if you needed to.
I'm going to take out my Sony Vaio laptop and whack.
All right. Cool. We'll call that strength +2 damage. Go ahead and make a fighting check, please.
Okay, I am going to do strength, and then that's a 2 boost. Is that what you said, 2?
Yeah. You got to make a fighting check first, and if you beat his parry, then you will do damage, and it's going to be strength +2.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Cool. All right, fighting.
Oh.
Not very good.
Benny, are you gonna let it stand?
Benny.
Yeah, let me Benny it.
All right. So you kind of swinging and swatting, and then
I'm swinging, but it's just helping me go back even farther for the next swing.
do it. No.
Oh!
So yeah, you just as you, it's as if the
I'm late tired.
yeah, the toppling of the other bowl gets his attention, and he sits up with like inhuman speed, just, and you whiff, missing him completely. Any movement, or are you going to end your action?
Man, I probably would. There's no disengagement rules in the system, is there, Jason?
There are, but not in his situation. So I think I would let you.
I probably would just go kind of across the way. I would back up a little bit. I wouldn't even say that I would run. I would just be like, I missed.
Yeah, you just
I'm
swing.
like backing away.
So as you back up, it's now his turn, and then we're going to go over to Alex and see what's happening in the freight elevator. So, fuck. So he basically rushes forward, as bad guys will do, and he is going to attempt to. He extracts this rung from his gut, and you notice like something falling off of it. It might be maggots or something of that sort. Little rice-looking things. And he is going to. What's your parry?
The Constitution check.
What's your parry?
My Luke parry or
what's your Luke parry?
5.
Ooh, okay. So he
the
will.
platypus.
He will actually manage to do some damage. Damn it! Hang on, let me change.
Oh, this man!
Yeah. Let me give it damage only. All right. So, what's your toughness?
My toughness is 6.
Yeah. So he basically pulls this thing out. He's trying to stab you, but he winds up basically kind of butting you in the throat with this thing rather than puncturing the skin. It causes you to choke. You're going to be shaken. You sort of drop to the ground. You can spend a Benny to unshake. And guys, just to keep me honest, right now, if you want to spend a Benny, you can unshake, or at the beginning of your turn, if you want to wait that long. It's up to you.
Did you say I took a wound or I'm just shaking?
Nope, just shaken. But if you are further shaken, you will take a wound.
Okay.
You gonna wait till your turn and try a spirit roll to unshake, or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it for now.
Okay, so you're there, just kind of clutching your throat, gasping for air, trying to get he's seriously bruised.
I mean,
your
I'm
esophagus.
definitely getting enough air out of the side of my mouth hole, so I think I can.
Yeah, it's just not getting into your throat now, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so the camera, we see the scene go dark, and then we rejoin a frantic Alex running through the hallways, just completely in a panic. You come to the freight elevator door. Again, if I just to remind you, all of the bad guys, all of the people in this hotel, are now this kind of blank stare on their face, and as they see you, they are approaching. So you're there trying to open this like one of those kind of accordion doors, and some of the kitchen staff are walking towards you. Some of them are armed with like butcher knives and that sort of thing, and they're just kind of all walking toward you very slowly. What do? You get in the elevator?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm definitely not staying out there with them.
Yeah.
I'm not going in the hole. So
Give me real quick, give me a fear check, which is a spirit roll. That'd be amazing. A DIY. We do need a tracheotomy on this episode.
Yeah. That's my neck flute.
Yeah, so you do hold it together, but you're kind of hand shaking. You close this door, and there's just one little lever that you pull to go up or down, right? So it's kind of like, it's very slow. And the camera, from your perspective, sees these feet kind of arriving at the doorway, and they're just kind of like banging on the accordion door. You get to the bottom. The air here is very hot. It smells very strongly of sort of must and mold. Based on, give me a smarts check real quick. Let's see what you know about this kind of stuff.
Everything.
Oh yeah, you do. So why do you know so much about architecture? Out of curiosity.
Actually, my grandfather was an architect, and he used to bring me into his little den when he worked. It was more of a babysitting thing for my parents because they were, off doing their own thing. Being career professionals. But
nice.
Yeah.
So you're just like, oh shit, this is the boiler room. There's definitely going to be some rats. Now you step out. So there's a hallway to the left, but then to the right is the main boiler room with this kind of big like kind of cast iron boiler apparatus, and it's like hissing and all that sort of thing. Coal driven, steamy down in here. Think Freddy Krueger, like steam vents and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I go to an area which is away from the hissing noises, and I reach in my pocket and I produce what you might remember I picked up from the trap up there, which is the bait.
Oh, the cheese.
And I put it on the floor.
Okay, so just where do you go? So you're kind of right outside the elevator here, and then the boiler apparatus is off, and it's a big ass room, and so.
I'm gonna try to go to a dark corner. If they have boxes stacked or something, I can't see the rest of the room, but like I'm assuming they're not gonna be hanging out near the hot thing hissing, making loud noises if they weren't in the room with the loud shit going on before. So
yeah,
AKA Anders being possessed and beatboxing or whatever he was doing.
So you're coming around the corner, right? And you're just kind of give me a let's do a notice. Could do survival as well.
Now, what do you want to know?
Wow. Okay. So the first thing
I don't want to use all these right now.
Your hands are shaking. You're just like, oh my God. You kind of look, and it's the most wonderful sight you've ever seen. Little tiny turds. You see them. You're so excited to see those turds. And you track them into the dark corner. And it's kind of around, and there's some boxes and things that make it even darker, kind of catch what little light is in here. And you hear something shuffling around.
I slowly approach it and I toss the cheese into a corner.
Okay. So let's use persuasion. Here, little ratty. And
hey, buddy.
Oh, okay.
That's a Benny. I'll do it. Fuck it. I don't care. I need a rat.
So you put it down. Give me a no. I'll leave it at this. So you notice as you put that down there, a couple seconds later, the box sort of shifts more than you would expect it to. There's something bigger than a rat back there.
It's Anders. Oh.
What do you do?
Great.
Sort of.
I Oh God! I lean forward and I put my hands over the cheese. I'm like, just come on, whatever that is, come on.
You hear this sort of sound. It's not quite that high pitched. I turned it too far the wrong way. Sorry, but you hear this sort of deeper than expected sound, like this kind of thing, as this big ass rat, just big, like not Labrador size rat, but like English bulldog size rat comes plowing from behind the boxes. Its eyes are just completely black, as you could expect, but it just looks mangy and all warty, and it is going to attack you. What do you do?
I reach out and I grab the cheese and I hold it up in front of me. I don't know, and I back up.
You've got the rest of the block of cheese. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a fighter, so I'm not. I mean, I'm going to figure this out, but I need that to make its first move because.
Yes. 2 seconds, because something's weird about this character sheet. It has no stats.
Oh, and I still have a pocket full of drugs, by the way. So, just to remind you of something.
What pocket full of drugs? What are you talking about?
Seeing as I had a little pockety vest thing that I had some various medical supplies in,
yeah.
And party favors for this thing.
So you can get high with the rat. Okay, here it comes. Let's see what happens. So this thing gnashes its teeth. I'm going to spend a GM Benny because I can do that if I'm feeling particularly mean. I have 2 left.
Come up.
And
you're welcome, everyone in the basement.
What's your parry? Your parry is probably higher than 4, right?
Yeah, parry's 5.
Okay, so this thing is biting at you, biting at your feet, lunging up, and you're kind of swatting your hands at it. You actually slap it away as it's trying to bite you, but it continues to advance. There are 2 others coming from behind these boxes. There are a total of 3. What do you do?
Are they all really big?
Yeah, what you see is kind of a mass of fur. It's hard to tell if they're kind of all exactly this big, but yeah, they're bigger than they should be for sure.
Okay. And just because I'm dumb, these are scary things, right? Not like, oh, that's a big capybara.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, no, it's like, hi, give me some cheese. I want cheese too. No, it's like mangy, maybe kind of rotten patches.
That doesn't sound good.
One of them's got like a white milky eye instead of like a normal eye. Yeah, so not happy creatures whatsoever. But they do have tails, which is good. Yeah.
Not for long, they don't. I reach out to grab the one that is apparently that I successfully fought away, and I grab it by the back of the head.
Okay.
Like little scruffy thing, assuming it's cat-like. I have no idea.
Yeah, close enough.
My grandfather was not that dude.
Yeah.
But my upbringing is a little better than all that. But
give me a fighting check.
Yeah, that's where I die. Okay.
So its parry is 5. So you snatch it. And then give me a strength check to restrain it, please. And this is opposed. Oh, damn! Crit fail. So as you get a hold of it, you grab it at a weird angle, and it's wriggling loose. And the reason it's wriggling loose is because you're holding it crooked enough that it gets to bite at you. What's that other number? Oh, still. Your parry is what? 5?
5.
Yeah, so you grab it by the side of the scruff, and it kind of just turns around and bites your arm.
Where's my stubborn roll? Roll for stubborn.
Yeah. Come on.
Roll for kung fu grip.
Yeah. Not that.
I got the G.I. Joe kung fu grip.
Yeah. Let's do
for
that.
those fellow old people.
So what's your toughness?
My toughness is 5.
Yeah, so it bites at you. It is going to leave a mark, but it doesn't bite deeply enough that it's a real problem. But it does actually. I'll give you a spirit check. If you pass your spirit check, you can kind of still hold on to it. Had you taken a wound, you would have dropped it. Yeah, so play that out for me. The rat bites you. What are you saying to it? What are you doing?
All right, I start screaming and trying to drive its face in the ground, and I would like to, seeing as I can see, like, all right. So I have medical training, and I know that wounds are openings to the body, so I'm trying to cram like fingers and everything into wounds to try to like, you know, something like whatever. It's a fucking.
Okay.
This is gonna get any better with me being prudish. So
that is true. That's true.
I've snapped. I realized that me trying to be logical isn't helping, and I'm imagining that I'm Dylan. Or like Dylan would just smash this thing's face in the ground until it stops moving. I'm bigger than it. What am I afraid of?
So the other two come in, attempting to show you what you might be afraid of. I'm not going to spend a penny on that one. And mind you, these are extras, so ignore the wild die when I roll. So the crit failure, it actually, gnashing around, it winds up biting its companion. On accident. Yeah.
Go team. I'll call him Splinter.
That's
my buddy now.
So I'll need it. Let's see. Oh, shit. It literally, it's as if it hasn't eaten in forever. And it literally just kind of turns and gnashes out and bites into its neck. And its blood just starts kind of pouring out. And it's just like shaking its head back and forth. It is preoccupied in a blood frenzy at the moment. So that will buy you one round and that rat will be gone. So there are two remaining. One of them is occupied.
Yeah.
It's your turn. Give me exactly. Friendly fire indeed. Give me a fighting check and let's see if you find the right hole to put your fingernail in.
Yeah.
That's gross.
You said fighting check?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not going to even, well, how does this play out? Tell me. I don't care. Like, what happens?
I cram my thumb deep into its eye socket, and I press as hard as I can.
Oh yeah, you're pushing, and you feel that membrane just kind of, and you feel that, and it's wiggling.
And I'm trying to turn the neck bone to try to sever it, to try to paralyze, to try to do something, because and try to use my leverage against it because I have weight and I have angle.
Yeah, so I think it's flopping around. You just kind of come down and snap its neck. You have a dead Boston Terrier sized rat, not including the tail. The tail is attached to it, but so you have that. The camera comes back into the ritual chamber.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll get there. This all comes together so nicely. Maybe.
All right, no, it's fine.
Okay. Let's see. Let's get some
wash your hands.
A little sanitizer.
Yeah, for real.
Seriously. Let's go. All right. Let's see what we got here. Billy, again, you are up. So coming back only seconds later or seconds ago, Dylan tipped over the bowl. There's some drama going on up there with Taylor. What do you do?
So I squished one. I saw Dylan very nimbly get rid of that cat whisker. So then this one here hasn't been addressed yet, right?
Correct. That is correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's I'll run over this way and attempt to thwart whatever's in this bowl here.
Okay. So you can make the move. No big deal. So you kind of run around. And that remaining thing was so sitting in again a kind of a soupy sludge is a small brain, right? It's the brain of the rabid animal that was used here. It doesn't look particularly rabid, being it's hard to tell without the mouth to foam and stuff, but it's definitely a squishy brain. What do you do?
I take a second to try to fight back the vomit that's slowly rising in my throat.
Spirit check.
We don't have time for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm unsuccessful.
Yeah, you feel what little food you have in you come up as you proceed to puke in the bowl on the brain.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I do.
Yeah.
And then I take a second to gather my own resolve because I know that this has to be done. And so if I still have action left, I'd like to try to destroy the brain.
I think you could absolutely grab it, and it's moist and kind of warm and jello-like, and you grab it, and what? You're just going to squish?
Yeah, basically that, right? I'm just going to close my eyes, and try not to think about it and put my hands around the brain and just squish it so it comes out between my fingers.
Yeah, you're just, the motherfucker. You're probably cursing under your breath and you just squeeze it. At first, it's a little more resilient than you think, and then your fingers just kind of pop into it and just you peel it apart like sweetbreads, literally. And yeah, so you destroy it. So in front of you, Taylor, having knocked you down, Anders stops and his head twists to the side. Shit.
Well, that's just not much.
Anders, what's wrong?
You okay?
He's glitching.
First time you walk into my playground. What's your goddamn
Oh, you bitch.
And he turns and he's moving with much more, what's the word, gusto, your direction. So it actually will be his turn next. I'm assuming, by the way, Alex, that you are on your way back, right? So kind of stuff's happening off the side. You took a while, so I'm trying to time this out right. He's going to close the distance, and he is going to...
I will kill both of you.
As he approaches.
Yikes.
Yeah.
She's going to hold up her hands covered in brain and vomit.
Brummit.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now I can get this right. He is going to use the ritual dagger that he has on his person
To cut the love out of you.
But let's see if it works. Come on. Okay. Oh, he's going to use... Yeah, he's going to use a Benny and give that a shot. So he has 2 left. What's your parry? It's in the middle at the top.
Yeah, I thought so. I don't see it though.
Must not have one. It's
circled. It's the thing circled. Yeah, it's a 4.
Oh shit. Okay. So. Oh shit.
Okay. Well.
So as he approaches you, his eyes, again, the fire kind of raising up. He says that, and he just stabs you in the gut. You feel the knife penetrate. You'll be shaken, and you will take a wound. You can spend a Benny to soak that wound if you would like.
Yeah, I don't know that I have much of a choice. Yep.
You do. Just die.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a Benny.
Okay, make that roll. That's what I want.
Do you click shaken? Is that how that?
No.
How do
There's a soak. There's a soak button.
So, there it is. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, guess I'll die.
No, so 1 wound. So you got 2 more, right? So you're now bleeding, and you feel there's just the metal of this thing is hot as it pierces you, and you can kind of feel it digging around in your abdomen. He's going to try again, but not this round. So we will come back to Dylan. So Dylan, you hear Billy kind of scream as this knife penetrates her gut. What do you do? You're on mute. Try again.
Sorry.
Nope,
Forgot
that's
the
better.
dog was barking. I'm going to run over and try to disarm him.
Okay. So you're going to run over. Give me, you can close the distance, no problem. So you kind of run over. Give me a fighting check, please. Ooh, not so good. What's you
Can
want
I
to
Benny that?
You absolutely can. Your parry is 5. Wow. Okay. So what are you trying? You're trying to grapple with him essentially and take the knife away.
Yeah.
Okay. So you come up, you kind of grab him by the shoulders, and as you pull him back, the knife comes out of Billy, and just the blood starts to spill down her legs. Oh, it's just screaming. Give me a strength check, and let's see if you're able to do that. Nope. No, you want to spend a Benny? Oh shit! Yeah. So we are wrestling back and
adrenaline
forth.
surges.
You turn with such ferocity that you snap his wrist, and the bone just pops right through as you pull the knife out of his hand. You now have this ritual dagger in your hand that who knows you might need. What do you have any bonus actions or anything like that, or are we moving on to Billy now?
I don't know what a bonus action looks like.
Then you would know. Okay, so Billy, so you've got the knife, Billy. Knife is pulled out of you. You're bleeding. You are shaken, obviously, so you're going to have to try to recover.
Okay. So yeah, I'll try to recover first as spirit roll, right? And then we'll kind of go from there.
Yeah, there's an unshake roll actually. I think.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. So I think it's the adrenaline of knowing you're hurt and knowing, man, I'm in such danger, right? You snap out of it. What do you do?
So Dylan has twisted Anderson's arm and broken it. He's standing right in front of me.
Yes.
Snapped his dominant wrist.
Dylan is over here as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have him flanked, by the way, so you're going to get a +2 if you try to do anything interesting.
Yeah, I definitely think I want to attack. I'm just not sure. I guess, yeah, I'll just start clawing at his face. I mean,
Okay.
I have no weapons, and so
Yeah,
it's just
you
sort
can
of,
pummel him. I mean, you can do real physical damage by just kind of beating someone down. So, okay. So you, give me a fighting check.
it still shows as I'm shaken too. Oops.
Oh, that's weird.
It didn't it succeeded, but it didn't uncheck the shaken status.
That is
which
weird. It should. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't assume that would have changed my roll. My roll is my roll is, right? So, I'm not going to spend a Benny here.
Okay.
I'm going to so I've been stabbed, and then the knife kind of comes out of me, and I go to attack, and I'm overcome by this. I'm hurt, and I didn't realize, I guess, in the moment that I am hurt as bad as I am. But as I go to reach,
the pain. Yeah, you're almost like, oh my god, like you're because obviously you're with child, you're having this really horrible cramp, and you're just like, oh my god, is the baby okay? So that works. Taylor, what do you do? So you're there on the ground. This is all going on around you.
All right, I need to make my spirit roll to see if I'm still shaken. Did that go through? That did not go through. Did I not press the button?
There it goes, and that's a no.
I'm shaken.
Yeah, so you'll remain shaken. So you could kind of move around a little bit, but not much. You're just sort of like, oh, you're in a daze. He hit you pretty hard. You're still trying to breathe.
The bowl that's next to me, is this one of the empty ones?
Yes, they are all empty now.
They're all empty now, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. Am I in possession of any of the ingredients that we needed? Because my dumbass did not write that down if I was.
So Dylan has the ashes. No one has the rat tail as yet. And
As of yet.
The arsenic, I do think... Who had the
we
bottle
have
of
it
wine?
in the wine bottle, but I don't remember who had it.
I think it was Jordan, or I think it was Taylor. I'm pretty sure. Let's say yes. You have extra room in your backpack.
Where did we get? Okay.
Yeah, we got it from the room next to us, room 8 or 9.
Yeah.
We took it off
Yes,
the table.
I think you're right.
I'm
you're right.
pretty sure. Yeah.
I am going to try. Is Anders back to me?
Yes. Because he was just attacking Billy. And while he's tussling, it's hard to say. He's definitely not paying attention to you. There's chaos down there. Kind of, quick movements around.
Yeah. Because what I want to try to do is put that ingredient in the bowl. Basically, I'm trying to prep.
So you're like inching over there trying to breathe, but since you're shaken, you can't actually complete that. It'll be next turn that you could do that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna deal some new cards. Meanwhile, I think I've got everybody in here now. Yep. I need to create a macro that does this. So Dylan, you have an ace. Anybody else? Okay, so Dylan, you are up. So you've got this knife. What do you do?
I'm gonna go over. Have we emptied all 3 of the bowls yet?
You're not sure, to be honest. I'll give you a notice check to see if you're aware of the last of the brain thing. Seems like you probably would have seen that.
I
but
noticed,
I'm not sure.
but I know we took the eyeball out of the first one, but
You got the whisker.
I wasn't awake for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to see the glow or not glow.
Yeah. I'll give you a notice check.
No idea.
You're maybe not. You're not sure. What you do have is you've got this bad guy. He's like right there on you with his snapped wrist, bone sticking out of it, all weird. You've got the knife. The bowl's there. Billy's. You see all this. So yeah, what do you do?
I'm gonna palm the handle of the knife, and I'm gonna try and stab him in what should be his heart.
All right. Let's have a fighting check, please. You do have to use fighting for this. Can't use athletics. What is this fucking rat? Nice. So Dylan, that does beat his parry, and I would have given you a little bit of a bonus because he's not defending really. He's kind of worried more about his wrist at the moment. So roll for damage, and we're gonna do on that a D. It's gonna be your strength plus. I think it's one. Sorry, strength plus 1d4. So you can just roll strength and then just roll 1d4. If you so that's your strength. So it's gonna be 7. And 2's 9, and his toughness is not quite enough. So yeah, you are going to stab him right where his heart would be, but it is just kind of off to the side. He's like, and he's going to be shaken. So he'll have to try and recover. I don't think it makes sense for him to spend a Benny in this moment. He's kind of overwhelmed. But he starts sort of freaking out. His eyes are kind of, the flames are kind of flickering, one getting taller and taller. He starts to swell as you've got this knife in him. And it's like, what the fuck? He's just getting not comically large, but he's sort of like pockmarking like in the old horror movies all over, as if he's about to pop. What do you do? you just kind of did try not to get splattered.
I'm gonna like shield my face a little bit, but I'm gonna like keeping this knife in him. I'm gonna like twist it around and like try and do as much damage in there as I can.
Give me just for kicks. Give me a strength check.
What?
Oh, okay. So you turn it in, and you got kind of like, you got your eyes closed because it's sort of like spraying misty, weird, pussy.
Like, so here's what I'm doing, Jason. A, B, C, D.
You turn, and there's this popping sound. Billy, you're right there, and what you see is the swelling continues until Anders' form is replaced. Oh, geez, come on now. I got to go to the token layer and then move him over. Anders' form.
God, why is it over here?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And there's this hulking creature there. Shreds of Anders' body have now just basically flown and are like laying like kind of scraps of leather, all juicy scraps of leather all around him. And this
Level
thing
2 unlocked.
Exactly. This thing just at that moment, Alex, you have found your way back, scratched and whatnot as you come running in. Tell us what your friends might see as you run in.
I run into the chamber, or I'm upstairs?
Yes.
Oh, okay, perfect. Because I was gonna be like, I run and trip and fall in the hole.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, I run in
It does
holding-
connect. I just that would take so long to get you there, so it's fine.
Yeah, I was just gonna comically fail. I come running around the corner, and I am trying to hold aloft this disgusting pile of rat with everything still, I'm assuming, attached and everything. It's just a big old thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got one.
She's just like wild-eyed, just like I got one, over and over again. Okay.
Yeah. And I
Nice.
stop and I come skidding to a stop as I see this giant, scary thing. And I was like, is that Dylan? And
Okay. So let's get real here. I'm going to deal some cards.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bill, you're up first, and then the demon will act on Anders' initiative. So so Billy, what do? You see this thing, you smell it, and just kind of it's, you're probably soaked with some of Anders' fluids.
Yeah. I'm actually going to retreat just a bit. I'm hurt, so much so that even trying to attack Anders, I wasn't able to do it. And then this thing just erupted. And like, she's just going to take a step back to take a moment to try to regroup.
Okay. So Anders basically stood right there before Dylan. You kind of looking up at this thing. It's just shy of 9 feet tall as it kind of looms over you, Dylan. And it is going to attack you with its claws.
So hold on, I have a question.
Yes.
Is the knife still in its chest?
Sure. Yeah.
So
I think
did
it
it
is.
lift me up off the ground? How?
Are you going to try to hang on to it? I'll give you an athletics check if you want to try to hang on to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Do it. So you're, and then you slip loose, landing on your feet, of course. And just about that time, he rains fury down. Oh, why in the world can't I get to that? Oh, I see. Sorry.
You're not meant to kill me today.
Oh, yeah. That's not true. What's your parry? Oh, he is definitely spinning a Benny. Your parry's 10? 7. Okay. Come on. Yeah. So he will hit you. Basically swatting, and he's going to... Oh, what's your toughness?
Not that high.
Okay, and were you wounded
6.
already? I think.
Yeah, I have one
so
wound.
you have one wound. But it doesn't actually qualify as enough beyond your toughness to wound you. So basically, you'll be shaken again, driven to the ground. Though when this thing hits you, it's like being hit by a truck. Just your ears ring, and you basically are flattened to the ground. It will then, thinking that you are pretty much okay, or thinking that you're dealt with, it is going to move over and prepare to attack Taylor. But that will end his turn. So that brings us to Taylor. As this thing's coming at you, what do you do?
Taylor, be swift.
Well, so I didn't complete my action from last time
Because
so
you
I
were
think
shaken. You've got to unshake first, so you still have to, you got to unshake.
Yeah.
You
Shake it up.
Yeah, you could spend a penny.
Well,
I want a spirit. Oh,
No.
This is when you get into the savageness of the system. It gets kind of gnarly. Okay, so you will remain in a shook state. And
yeah.
Alex, what do you do?
I try to take in the scene. I have no idea what's happening. I just know
Chaos.
that-
You walked in. There's this giant bull-headed fucking demon thing. Well, it's chaos.
Okay. I yell, "What the fuck's going on?" And I go running towards Probably not Anderson.
You're not going to go run over to the demon and
No.
pet it, say hi?
No.
Okay.
I wave the rat. I'm like, I have a rat. What are we doing? I don't know. There's things. There's is it the 3 points? Is this the thing? I mean, I'm assuming my character.
Give me a smart check. I would think so, but in the moment, let's call for a check just in case.
Nope, never mind.
No.
I'll use a Benny. It's
Yeah.
fine.
And re-roll.
Yeah. Oh damn! I thought I just fixed it. All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I just
You
stopped
notice
and go,
one of the
"Oh, I
bowls
get
is
it."
toppled. Right, the one down there at the bottom right is toppled. But the one right there next to you is open. But the demon thing is right there and could theoretically reach you with one step.
I sprint towards the toppled bowl.
Okay, so you can make that move, no problem. So you kind of move over there, and then what? You're just gonna like put the whole rat in there? What are you gonna do?
No, I stop. I look around. I glance at the giant scary thing with the horns, and I'm like, and I look down and I go, oh, I'm gonna hate this. And I try to bite the rat tail off.
Yes,
So like I just like,
You monster!
so good. I'm already covered with viscera and bullshit. I don't care anymore. I'm throwing up in my mouth. I'm gagging.
Yeah,
I'll roll over the
dude,
front.
I love that. Give yourself an extra Benny. Oh my god, that was
You
amazing.
don't
You're
wanna
just-
do that. I have so many bennies.
so your action will be to just kind of chew your way through
I
this.
have a knife.
It's in that thing. I'm not going towards that thing.
Yeah, so you chew it loose, and that is your action, and you are gross, Steve. I appreciate that about you so much. Dylan,
Also
you
a
are
little
up.
hungry.
What do you do? You have, by the way, well, I'm not going to say anything. What do you do? Dylan.
Where is the knife still in his chest?
The knife is in his chest. You lost your grip on it.
Yeah.
You could jump up and grab it. It's not that damn tall. You know, you are short though, so you would have to maybe an athletics check to retrieve it if you want.
So Steve's character's over by the mattress.
Yes, and you are shaken, by the way, so you're going to need to
I
make
have to unshake.
Yep.
The thing underneath the shaken, is that the unshake button?
Yes. Well, there's an unshake button toward the top right, I think. Yeah, over by the soak roll, like if above the hindrances and edges.
Oh,
Nice. So what? And I should mention, just to remind you, you can use a Benny to unshake,
oh,
right?
yeah.
So in the moment, you can. So
Let's do that.
all right, I'll give you that. And Taylor, I will allow you to just be like, bling. You will unshake this round as well. I don't. Yeah, I don't want you to sit here all night like. I can kill you in
So-
other ways.
Do I know that that we have the rat tail over there?
Well,
Did I feel that?
I just don't think so. So this thing is huge, and there's like all this commotion, and it's kind of attacking you, just flatten you. You're just catching your breath. I don't think so. I would say at
Okay.
the end of this round, you would be aware of it, just because she's being gross down there, like.
What part of the room is the wine bottle in that has the rat poison?
Last you remember, Taylor had it. Give me a notice check, real quick.
I don't want to. Never seen
Your
anything
ADD
good.
kicks in, and you're like, "Oh no, squirrel! Oh shit!" So you remember that it was with Taylor. You're looking around, and you see Taylor trying to kind of crawl away from this crazy big monster. Maybe she still has it, but you don't see it.
Okay. I'm gonna run over to the bowl where the whisker was, and I'm gonna reach into my pocket,
Okay.
take a pocket full of ashes.
As you
And drop it
get
in
up
there.
to dart away, this thing's like like it notices you and you feel its hot breath as its head turns to watch you run away from it. You're going to make an athletic. Are you going to try to kind of dive and do like a move, or are you going to get safely over there? Like, how's that going to play out? Like heroic style?
I was just going to cross and reach up. I wasn't going to try and parkour it or anything.
Okay. So you're like moving away from it quickly. You're reaching in and you've got your ashes out. So that's probably smarter. You want to move. Can you move yourself, Tara? I'm not sure if you can or can't.
I can try.
Yeah. You should be able to. Yeah. Okay. So you're moving over to that one. That's the one you toppled.
Why is he giving me circles?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Okay, never mind. It's done. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you see Alex down here at this point as you get there with your handful of ash, and some of it's kind of spilling out of your fists. Your hands are shaking, and you see her mouth is just covered in viscera, and she's got this big ass rat tail in her hand, and you're both standing in the same bowl. But there's this moment where you realize, holy shit, we have what we need. We really have what we need. That'll end your turn, though.
Okay.
Who is? I think is that everybody for this round, or no? We're on to Taylor. Nope, Taylor was second. Okay, hang on. I really need to make a macro, guys, to deal these cards. Much easier. Ooh, there's a Joker, and Anders has it, which means he gets to act whenever he wants to.
Oh, rude.
But he wants to act now, so let's get that out of the way. He is going to attack Taylor. Taylor's crawling sort of toward that bowl with the she's about to kind of do this heroic thing, and it just steps over. And Taylor, you hear this kind of creeping up behind you, and it's going to do some fighting. What's your parry?
A parry is 5.
Woo! And it's going to hit you. Oh, so 8. What is your...
6 is my toughness.
Yeah. So you could spend a Benny to unshake. It doesn't quite get you to a wound point, but you're there, and it's just almost toying with you, just in the middle of your back, and you're just you feel the air go out as you're reaching for this bowl. You can spend a Benny to unshake and continue as usual.
Yeah, I think I have to do that. We're getting too close.
It is basically, and you can see its feet on either side of you, so it's basically kind of right on top of you. But it is going to not move. I don't think he's going to stay right where he is. So then next up is Taylor. So you're there. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm going to put the arsenic from the crazy poison lady in the bowl.
Yeah. So you just kind of, you pop the cork on that, and you're just kind of reaching up, or you're shaking hand and pouring the wine, the arsenic laden wine in there. It starts to kind of bubble and fizz, and it's not champagne. Something's happening as you pour it in. And there's a glow that occurs in front of you as well. Yeah, Billy, you're up next. What do you do?
Okay, so I'm kind of piecing together what's happening as I'm watching these guys run from pedestal to pedestal. And I think, the only thing I can do to help right now is to distract. And so I remember you said the ladder was ripped, and I remember hearing it from up there. I quickly look around. Is there anything on the ground?
Oh, yeah.
A small rung or something that I can use?
There are small rungs. There's a shattered, like the main 12-foot, whatever the hell you would call the rail of the ladder. But it was cracked in half, so it's kind of like a 6-foot kind of poker that you could use. And yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Yeah. So she's going to pick that up, sort of, Knights of the Realm style, and try to joust this thing, and just not necessarily to kill, but definitely to distract and try to pull the attention.
Okay. So you're going to move up there. So it's going to be up by where the mattress and all that was, up to the north, right? So you're moving through that. Guessing you probably don't run right next to the creature, but you're kind of running past as you see Taylor pouring this stuff in there, and you grab this this pole. Let's call that just a free. Thank you, Steve. If you just kind of scoop it up, I would assume you can move closer, but you won't be able to attack this round, right? Because you got to use. Okay.
Yeah. So where would I be standing exactly?
You would be, see where Steve put the ladder graphic? That
Up here.
It's so nice having an artist on the cast.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
scoop
So
it
I've
up.
got it ready to sort of attack.
Yeah, and
next
it's
round.
almost like you're defending Taylor, and that makes sense, right? She's kind of doing the
Yeah.
thing, and you're, although it would be right on top of her, more or less. Okay, that brings us to Dylan. What do you do?
I'm going to say put the tail in the bowl. Is the bowl? Did I set it right upright?
Yeah, I think you. Yeah, I think you just kind of grab it, and you're like, "Come on, put it in here." You sit it upright, and yeah.
Yeah, and then can I still do another action?
You've got your move left. I think picking that up,
Okay.
like free
So
action
then-
to talk, yeah, and then you can move.
Okay, and then I'm gonna run over to the other bowl and I'm gonna drop my handful of ashes in it.
Nice. So, that's just funny how this plays out. So I think that you lift it. Your action will be next round, right? But so yeah, you'll move over if you want to move yourself over to the next brazier or the next bowl. Alex, you are up. Yeah. So yeah, picks up the bowl, put it in the bowl. Panic, panic, roar. What do you do?
I just place it in the bowl, and I go running towards I guess Taylor, because she's down and I'm loyal.
Okay. So I'm going to need a spirit check. So you put this thing in the bowl. It's still kind of writhing and kind of jerking with nerves and whatnot, but you put it in there. It's still kind of twitchy, still bleeding a little bit. You see this thing 9 feet tall, girth, just real bulky, like football player kind of build. It's going to take a spirit check to approach directly like that.
Okay. Wait, I have to delete my little hand here. There you go. Okay.
Fucking spirit check.
And the face blood. Hold on, I'm sorry. Shit. My character's dead. Hey, I deleted my character. What happens now?
What?
My character's gone.
It's not possible.
It seems possible.
What did you do that for, man? Here, I'll put her back.
Fucking no.
Why did you do that? What's the matter with
I
you?
don't know. I don't like me either.
That's an interesting.
Hey, I'm gonna roll spirit just for shits and giggles.
She's back. There you go. It's a fresh one.
All right.
Okay, good.
Respawn.
So yeah, you yeah, boing, respawn. So you start to move toward this thing, but there's just this wave of fear that hits you and stops you in your tracks right there by the bowl, and that will end your turn. And we will now.
Am I shaking?
You took her. Oh man, you took her out of the initiative too. No, you are not shaken. Fucker.
And I'll do it again.
No, that's okay. Anders is up next anyway. No. There's a new round. No, new round. Sorry. Come on, Anders. Draw some good cards. This will make a big difference. Ooh, Alex. You got an ace. So you will act first. What do you do? And Anders will act after that. So you're there. You're not wanting to actually fight this thing. You're still kind of like, no, I don't want to. What are you doing?
Oh shit, me again?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that didn't go in my favor. I didn't actually make it over there, right? Or I did and just sort of
You took about 2 steps that direction, and I mean, 9-foot demon trying to pulverize your friend. Chaos.
I try to. I'm still gonna go try to help my friend. I took an oath. I'm loyal. I know I'm not gonna try to attack the beast, but I'm gonna try to protect my friend. I'm gonna try to go grab them.
Gonna try to go grab her and drag her out. Okay. So like grab her legs or something. Is that what you're thinking? Bovine-headed demon beefcake. How did you know what kind of creature this was? Yeah. All right. So I think you could do that. I think you could just kind of move over, and you're just like, man, I can't attack it. I can't take it head on, but I can try to drag Taylor out of here.
Yeah.
and that will put you in range of attack, of course. But go ahead. Give me.
course.
Let's do athletics. I think that works.
That's not even on my sheet.
It's there.
Bet.
Under
Add-
skills.
It should be on skills, yeah.
Athletics.
Click the gear. You might not have it listed. You can do.
I'll delete some shit. Don't make me.
I think you could do agility -2, given the chaos. You can do that as well. That's all right.
Agility -2.
Yeah. I think that
Out of
makes sense.
6. All right, cool, man. Let's
Everything in Australia wants to kill you.
Yeah, you just want my bennies. I see.
I do. Wow.
Oh, I made it. Oops.
What's the second one for? It was second one, disbelief. So you zip in.
I'm sorry.
You grab Taylor by her Yeezys, as we discovered last session.
Correct.
And
What is that?
yeah, so you just start to kind of drag backwards.
What
Okay,
is a Yeezy?
it's your shoe, dude.
And
It's a
why
shoe.
can't? Oh, I was like, why can't we say it?
Stop deleting things off.
We
the-
don't know what it is.
Yeah. At this point, the beast all in attacks, and we'll spend a Benny. I could do
Can you
better.
put my characters
So there's got
closer over
one
there?
left after this. You can move.
At the
Oh,
same
I have
time?
to make you be able to move because you deleted you. Yeah, give me a second.
Where's your trust? Yeah, let's do it.
I'll give you control. 2 seconds, man. Trying to kill. Did I do it? Yes, I did. Oh, wow, I did.
It's like, dude, I'm trying to kill you. Jeez.
Oh wait, who are you trying to hit?
Who is this? This is Alex. 2 seconds.
Son of a.
Okay, you have control of yourself now. So, yes, this thing will hit you, Taylor, and we'll do bonus.
Taylor.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it's trying to attack.
Aw, man.
Standing over you, just like.
I thought it was hitting
Let me
somebody
get back
else.
to the murdering now.
My stick didn't help. I tried though.
Come on. He has one more Benny. What do you think, chat? Do I spend it?
Wait, no. Chat is pro kill. Definitely.
Yeah,
don't
chat
ask
is pro
them.
kill. Chat. Yeah, of course. Yes.
Steve, you bitch! Don't say
Steve, you bitch. It is.
I'm in the
His
chat
last
too,
Benny
you guys.
will be spent.
Stop.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no!
So
God dang it.
what happens is this thing raises its fists and straight up just Gallagher's Taylor's head.
Oh my god.
Blue hair flattens out, brain and skull fragments splatter everywhere. And it says, celebrating the blood and viscera. Taylor is dead. We will move on.
I just want you to know that the last thing that went through Taylor's mind as she was evaporating was
With
this
his fist.
was this sound.
What sound?
We didn't hear
Oh,
it.
it didn't work.
Oh,
It's a
no.
son of a bitch.
Was it that?
was
Like the Pac-Man
Mario
death?
game over noise, which was really funny.
That's so funny.
For
We all
my
thought it.
ears.
That was
Yes. Okay. So it's not Taylor's turn anymore. It is now. It would have been Taylor's turn, but it is now Billy's turn. Where is Billy? Did you delete Billy?
No, I'm under the ladder.
Oh, there you are, under the ladder. Okay. So you grab this stick. How do you react? You see this. In
Yeah, yeah.
fact, you get sprayed.
Right. So Billy is like, okay, she's hurt, and then she's like resolved, like, okay, I've got to do something. So she picks up the stick and she runs over there, and she's getting ready to jab him, and she just and like, you know the scene from Jurassic Park where the young girl's up in the tree and she gets sneezed on by the brontosaurus, and she's like, that's exactly how I feel right this second. I'm covered in goop and just shaking with, I don't know what to do.
You want to try?
God bless you.
Yes. You want to try to make a spirit check to hold it together or no?
Yeah. Let
Yeah,
me see if I
let's
can
do
hold
it.
it together
Let's
before
do it.
I. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she has a moment of like, oh my god, if I don't fight, I'm not getting out of here, and so she tries to step sort of like around Taylor, but tries to jab the point of the stick into the chest.
Right on. So you step in. Give me a fighting check, please, for the melee attack. Where'd my music? Where'd scary music go? So you're looking for you're going after a 6. So that's going to be a no-go. You can spend a penny if you want.
I have 1 left.
Do you want to spend it, or do you want to save it just in case?
I'll save it. I'll save it.
Can I
Awesome.
give you some bennies? I have a ton of them.
No, sadly not.
Rude.
Bennies are not transferable in certain states. Okay, so you attack, and with the length of your weapon, you could probably attack and withdraw if you wanted to. But yeah, you're not going to actually.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, boop.
Yeah, you poke it up under the wing, and it's kind of hard and kind of like carapace up in there. So
Yeah,
you're like,
I
oh,
didn't
shit.
expect that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we still got some more turns coming up. We got Dylan. Dylan, this happens. You've got the ash. The tail's in. The arsenic is in. You kind of look, and I think you're looking at this thing like you're about, and you see what happened to Taylor. Just.
In shock, like almost automatically, I start to like open my hand and I feel the grainy material running through my hand, and I remember what I have to do, and not being able to look away from this horrible sight and still not believing what I saw and replaying it in my mind. I reach back over the bowl and drop the rest of the ash into it.
Yes. And the ashes kind of sprinkle sort of slow-mo. And there's like the little bits of bone that you get, right, with cremated remains. And then suddenly this thing.
Oh, you fuck! You miserable fuck!
And it starts charging towards you like a bull. Just like. And as it does, bits of it start to evaporate. Little pieces of ash start to. And it comes to you, Dylan, like right in your face. It's like. And just. You feel heat. You smell sulfur. It dies. There's a moment where your ears are ringing. You're looking around. This isn't a game. She's dead. You're here. What do you do?
Run over to Taylor.
Yeah,
/
it's gross.
corpse.
It's super gross.
What's left of Taylor.
You realize that like part of her hair was a weave because it held it together. It stayed together. Sorry.
Too bad it didn't save her. Wasn't enough to save you.
No. So you guys are crying, I'm thinking, and kind of like hugging and whatever. What do you do? You're
That whole post-traumatic letdown.
yeah.
Yeah. We need to get out of here. If we did end the ritual, then we need to get out of here and go get help.
I'm gonna take Taylor's phone if it's still intact at all.
Yeah. So I think her backpack, like her what saved her before from the wound was, her backpack full of whatever's in there. But yeah, her phone is okay. So you grab that.
To be precise, Dylan, that's a Motorola 3310.
I did my research, right, to make sure.
You did.
Yeah.
He did.
Does it slowly get a signal?
I have serial numbers if you need those, Dylan.
So
It's like I can still hear her voice.
So Alex would know, obviously, the way back through the boiler room. The crazy thing is, as you move through this building, it smells a lot stronger of like burnt wood, right? Lots of like ash and old like sort of like wet over time, musty, nasty burnt wood. You make your way out. The elevator is not in service. But I'm not going to sit here and make you make rolls. It's sometime you band together and figure out how to get out of this place. But the last thing the camera sees is you emerging into this burnt husk of a building. Nothing like what you experienced. The structure is still there, but it was obviously burned way back then during that first ritual. and you emerge. It's daylight, and you're kind of, your eyes, and you do see the bars on the cell phone. Bloop, 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 bloop. Congratulations. This is where we're going to end the stream. Thank you guys for playing the first short horror story.